السلام عليكم وازيكم يا شباب، واهلا بيكم في الحلقه الاولى من تختيم لعبه ميتال جير سوليد دلتا سناك إيتر او اكل الثعبان. في الحقيقه يا شباب انا مبسوط جدا ان انا بلعب اللعبه دي، خصوصا يا جماعه ان انا اول مره اختم اللعبه او اول جزء بشكل عام العب اللعبه دي. حتى خلف الكواليس او قبل التصوير انا ما كنتش بلعب اللعبه دي قبل كده، حتى لو جيت اسجلها معاكم. ليه مبسوط يا جماعه؟ لان في ناس يعني خبيره شويه باللعبه دي، لعبه كل الاجزاء، قالت لي ان انت هتستمتع جدا. اللعبه تحفه فنيه، وده يا جماعه يعتبر افضل اجزاء اللعبه. بالاضافه يا شباب ان الجزء ده هو الجزء الثالث، ولكن المفروض ان كان يكون ريميك، فقالوا دلتا. فعموما يا جماعه الجزء من ناحيه ترتيب احداث القصه هو يعتبر البدايه، فاللي عايز يبدأ يختم اللعبة دي يبدأ يا شباب بالجزء ده، سواء النسخة العادية أو النسخة الجديدة اللي هي اسمها دلتا. بالمناسبة يا شباب أنا شفت اللعبة دي على فكرة في لما سوني نزلت الإعلانات بتاعة 2022 أو تقريبا في 2023، شفت أهم لعبتين الجمهور اتفاعل عليهم، هي كانت مارفل سبايدر مان 2 وكانت اللعبة دي. طولت عليكم يا شباب في المقدمه. المهم يا جماعه اللعبه دي كبيره، مش كبيره قوي، ولكن الحلقه الاولى ان شاء الله هتكون هي اللي كبيره شويه. بعد كده يا جماعه ان شاء الله هينزل اكتر من حلقه يوميا، لان المده مش هتكون كبيره زي ما اتفقنا كالعاده. ان شاء الله هتشوف ترتيبه كويسه جدا. فالمهم يا شباب اللعبه بالعربي، ويلا بينا نبدا.
After the end of World War II, the world was split into two, East and West. This marked the beginning of the era called the Cold War.
Soviet airspace.
20 minutes to drop off.
Commencing internal depressurization. Equipment check. Arm main parachute.
All right. You ready to go?
Drop zone still showing a high pressure mass. Cav okay.
Good. We've got high visibility.
Cigar. Connecting oxygen hose to interior connector. Put on your mask. Does this panty waste know what he's doing?
Approaching release point.
10 minutes to drop off.
Hey, are you deaf?
He said put out the cigar and put on your mask.
Depressurization complete.
Checking oxygen supply.
6 minutes to drop off. Opening rear hatch. Celsius. 2 minutes to drop off. Stand up.
You'll be falling at 130 miles per hour. Try not to get frostbite from the wind chill.
1 minute to drop off. Move to the rear.
Activate the air bottle.
This is one for the history books. The world's first halo jump.
10 seconds to drop off. Stand by. Status okay, all green.
Prepare for drop-off. Countdown.
واو يا جماعة، شكلها تبقى لعبتي المفضلة السنة دي.
Jack, I've got some important news. The head of the CIA has finally given us the green light for the virtuous mission.
Virtual mission?
No, the virtuous mission. The future of our Fox unit depends on it. If it succeeds, we'll be officially organized into a unit.
Virtuous mission? Sounds like some kind of initiation ritual.
You know, don't get cocky. This isn't a training op.
Right. So what exactly is this wonderful mission?
Well, about 2 years ago, a certain Soviet scientist requested asylum in the West through one of our moles. His name is Nikolai Stepanovich Sokolov. He's head of the OKB 754 Design Bureau, one of the Soviets' top-secret weapon research facilities, and the East's foremost expert on weapons development.
Sokolov? Isn't he that famous rocket scientist?
The very same. On April the 12th, 1961, the Soviets achieved the first manned spaceflight in history.
The Earth was blue, but there was no God.
Well spoken. The rocket that carried Yuri Gagarin to orbit was the A-1, known as the Vostok rocket. Sokolov is said to be the man most responsible for the multi-engine cluster used in that rocket. After Gagarin's flight, Sokolov left rocket development to become the head of the newly established Design Bureau.
From a lowly technician to head of a design bureau, that's quite a success story, so why'd he want to defect?
It seems he'd become afraid of his own creations.
Afraid?
Call it a crisis of conscience.
And for that, he left his country and his family behind and went over the fence?
Not exactly. One of his conditions was that his family was also to be taken safely to the West. We used a mole to get the family out first and succeeded in sneaking Sokolov over the Berlin Wall shortly afterwards. I was the one who conducted the operation.
The security on the eastern side was still full of holes back then. Then what?
We got Sokolov over in one piece, but the whole ordeal had left him exhausted, and we checked him into a hospital in West Berlin. It took him 2 weeks and more than 600 miles to get from the research facility in the Soviet Union to Berlin. He was in no condition to say anything coherent. And it was only a week later that we had something much bigger on our hands.
The Cuban Missile Crisis.
October the 16th, 1962, President Kennedy received word that the Soviets were in the process of deploying intermediate-range ballistic missiles in Cuba. The President demanded that the Soviets dismantle and remove the missiles. At the same time, he announced a naval blockade to prevent further missile shipments from reaching Cuba. But the Soviets didn't back down, instead placing their armed forces on secondary alert. Soviet transport ships carrying missiles continued on course towards Cuba. US and Soviet forces went on alert for an all-out nuclear war. Frantic negotiations were conducted through the UN's Emergency Security Council and unofficial channels to end the hair-trigger standoff. Finally, on October the 28th, the Soviet Union agreed to remove its missiles from Cuba, and so the world avoided a nuclear holocaust. But in order to get the Soviets to pull their missiles out, we had to make a deal.
You mean the one where the US agreed to remove its IRBMs from Turkey?
No. The Jupiter IRBMs deployed in Turkey were obsolete, and we were going to get rid of them anyway. They had no strategic value whatsoever to either the US or the Russians. The Turkey deal was a ruse, a cover story that was fed to the other intelligence agencies around the world.
So what did the Russians really want?
Sokolov. They wanted us to return Sokolov.
You mean the Soviets pulled out of Cuba just to get their hands on Sokolov?
That's right.
What the hell was he working on?
At the time, we had no idea. We were running out of time. It was either give up Sokolov or risk full-scale nuclear war. In the end, we had no choice. President Kennedy gave in to Khrushchev's demand. The next day, I got Sokolov out of the hospital, handing him over to agents on the eastern side. Sokolov kept on screaming, "Save me," until he disappeared from my sight. Then a month ago, we received some new information from one of our moles.
About Sokolov?
Yes. He was taken back to the research facility and forced to continue working on the weapon in question under KGB supervision. What's more, it's on the verge of completion.
So what kind of weapon is it? Something to do with space rockets?
No, missiles.
Same technology.
I guess you're right. We don't know the details, but it appears to be a new kind of nuclear device. For half a year now, the Soviets have been conducting frequent nuclear tests at Semipalatinsk.
Something to do with the weapon, I assume.
We're talking about a secret weapon so big that Khrushchev was ready to pull out of Cuba to get it back.
Is Sokolov still in the facility?
No, according to our intelligence, he's in Selinoyarsk, a place in the mountains about 3 miles to the west that's known as the Virgin Cliffs.
The Virgin Cliffs. Nice name for a virtuous mission.
They moved him there just recently.
Why?
Apparently, they're conducting a field test of the weapon, but it's our best chance to get him back. This mission would never have been possible if he was still in the research facility. This is our last chance. Sokolov must have known that too when he contacted us. Infiltrate Selinoyarsk in the Soviet mountains, ensure the safety of Sokolov and bring him back to the west. If we don't get Sokolov back before that weapon is complete, we'll be facing a major crisis. The clock is ticking. Once we've confirmed the rescue of Sokolov, stand by at the recovery point. A recovery balloon will be dropped at that point. Helium will be pumped into the balloon to inflate it. The process takes about 20 minutes. Once it's complete, the gunship's arm will latch onto the balloon and pull it up.
The Fulton surface-to-air recovery system. I'm familiar with the theory.
Take it easy. It's been combat-proven.
Do you think Sokolov is up to it?
The shock will be less than during a parachute jump, and the arm can handle up to 500 pounds.
So you're planning on going over the border in a single combat Talon?
She's equipped with 2 6-barrel 20mm Vulcan cannons, as well as 2 40mm machine guns.
Sounds like she could hold her own against a battalion of tanks.
Even with the fuel in the reserve tank, we're facing a 4-hour time limit. If all goes well, it shouldn't take more than a few hours.
Home in time for dinner.
But if anything goes wrong, you'll be eating dinner, breakfast, and all the rest of your meals in the jungle. Do you copy? You're already in enemy territory, and somebody might be listening in. From here on out, we'll be using code names to refer to each other. Your code name for this mission will be Naked Snake. I'll be referring to you as Snake from now on. You're not to mention your real name.
Snake?
What, you don't like snakes?
What do you mean?
You've eaten one before, haven't you?
In survival training?
I'm glad to hear that.
I don't know if I'd ever order one in a restaurant, but...
Be careful, you might not have a choice.
What about you, Major? What should I call you?
Let's see. I'll be Tom. Call me Major Tom. This will be a sneaking mission. You must not be seen by the enemy. You must leave no trace of your presence. Is that clear? This kind of infiltration is the Fox unit's speciality. In other words, weapons and equipment are procured on site. That goes for food as well. You're completely naked, just as your name implies.
Great. Now I see why you asked me if I like snakes. I suppose calling me Snake was your idea of a joke, too.
No, there's a good reason for that. I'll tell you later when the time is right.
Gotcha. Getting back to the subject, how exactly am I supposed to feed myself?
You've been issued a knife and a tranquilizer gun. Use them to hunt for food. You'll also find some medical supplies in your backpack.
Yeah, about the backpack. I lost it in a tree on the way down.
I see. Well, you'd better go back and get it then. You know where it is?
No problem. I can see it from here. It's stuck on a branch.
To climb a tree, stand in front of a tree that's covered in ivy and press the action button. I'll be monitoring your progress over the radio. We can't risk violating Soviet airspace, but I'll be in the gunship. My frequency is 140.85. I'll give you a call if I need to talk to you. If you need to talk to me, use the send function. Okay, Snake, go get your backpack.
تمام يا جماعة، اللعبة هنا بتعتمد بالشكل كامل على التسلل. ان طبعا موضوع الشنطة اصلا قصة لوحده. حلو تمام. يقول لك للزحف هتدوس على خلونا يا جماعة نجرب ده. وده عشان خاطر امشي بالراحة ببطء خالص، انما لو عوزت انزل كده. انا فهمت يا جماعة. معلش يا شباب اعذروني، بس بنبدأ نفهم الاسلوب بتاع اللعبة بيمشي ازاي. هو دلوقتي قال لي عشان تطلع على الشجرة دوس على حرف الشنطة هي يا شباب هي دي اللي فيها الاكل والمعدات الطبية. لا، قال لك ان فيها المعدات الطبية. كويس.
I see you've retrieved your backpack, Snake. To equip a weapon, it's necessary to take it out of your backpack. In the survival viewer, choose Weapon from the backpack. Your available weapons will be displayed in a list on the screen. From that list, choose the weapon you want to equip and press the Enter button. For other equipped items, just do the same thing from Item.
Got it. Use the survival viewer backpack.
Yep, that's right. Survival is fundamental to this mission. After you've been out in the field for a while, your stamina will start to drop. If your stamina gets too low, it'll affect your performance. You won't be able to shoot accurately, for example, and your wounds won't heal as smoothly. Keep an eye on your stamina so you don't run out. To recover lost stamina, you can hunt for local flora and fauna. You can use either your tranquilizer gun or your knife to hunt.
My only weapon is a Mark 22 Hush Puppy tranquilizer gun?
That's right. It's been fitted with its own suppressor. However, the suppressor will deteriorate every time you fire. Once its durability reaches 0, the noise suppression effect will be gone. So don't get too trigger-happy with it. The suppressor's durability is shown in the icon. Any weapons and equipment beyond what you're carrying now, you'll have to find as you go.
I have to find my own weapons and equipment? Whose crazy idea was this anyway?
Solo covert actions are standard Fox operating procedure. You can't leave any traces of your presence. No weapons, equipment, footprints, sweat, or bodily wastes. The same goes for bullets and cartridges, too. Your presence in enemy territory is already a violation of international conventions of warfare. There aren't supposed to be any American soldiers in Russia. It could spark an international incident. You can't let anyone see you. You can't let the enemy know you're there. This is a stealth mission. You're a ghost, Snake, in every sense of the word. And there'll be no rescue if you're captured. The military and US government will deny any involvement in the affair.
Then I'll just have to take care of myself, huh?
I'm afraid so. You've been given a fake death pill for that purpose. SIS guidelines stipulate that soldiers on covert ops like this one be issued a potassium cyanide capsule. Tape it to your body so you can take it when you need to.
How generous of you.
Use it if you're taken prisoner by the enemy. It'll send you into a state of false death for a short time.
Fooling them into thinking that I'm really dead. So how do I come back to life?
Just take the revival pill.
You mean that thing they put in my tooth before the mission?
That's the one. But be careful. If you remain in a state of false death for too long, nothing will be able to bring you back. Remember that.
I'll keep it in mind. You said this was a solo mission, right?
Right.
I guess that means I can't count on any reinforcements.
Correct. The mission rests entirely in your hands.
A real one-man army.
Relax. There's a support team ready to back you up over the radio.
Who?
I'll introduce them to you. This time, survival is of utmost importance. The first member of the support team will be in charge of monitoring your physical condition, acting as a medic, so to speak, as well as recording your mission data. She's a member of Fox as well, and she's here on the gunship with me.
She?
Hello, Snake. I'm paramedic. Nice to meet you.
Paramedic.
As in a medic who comes in by parachute.
Aren't you going to tell me your real name?
Are you going to tell me yours, Mr. Snake?
My name, huh? It's John Doe.
And they call you Jack for short. You're a regular Captain Nemo.
A name means nothing on the battlefield. After a week, no one has a name. What's your name?
Jane Doe.
Very funny.
I wasn't joking, but I'll tell you my name only if you manage to make it back alive. My frequency is 145.73.
She's also in charge of recording your mission data. Whenever you want to save, send a message over the reserved save frequency, 140.96.
So saving lets me record my mission data.
That's right. It also records the state of your health.
Good to know.
There's one more person I want to introduce you to, Snake.
Huh?
Speaking of snakes, you remember the boss, don't you? A legendary soldier and your mentor. Actually, it was the boss that got the DCI's authorization in the first place. She's going to be serving as Fox's mission advisor.
The boss is?
She also helped me plan this mission. She and I were at SAS together.
Jack, is that you? How many years has it been?
Boss?
That's right. It's me. Talk to me. Let me hear your voice.
It's been 5 years, 72 days, and 18 hours.
You've lost weight.
You can tell just by the sound of my voice.
Of course I can. I know all about you.
Really? Well, I don't know anything about you.
What's that supposed to mean?
Why'd you disappear on me all of a sudden?
I was on a top secret mission. You didn't need me anymore.
But there were still so many things I wanted you to teach me.
No, I taught you everything you needed to know about fighting techniques. I taught you all I could. The rest you needed to learn on your own.
Techniques, sure. But what about how to think like a soldier?
How to think like a soldier? I can't teach you that. A soldier needs to be strong in spirit, body, and technique. And the only thing you can learn from someone else is technique. In fact, technique doesn't even matter. What's most important is spirit. Spirit and body are like two sides of a single coin. They're the same thing. I can't teach you how to think. You'll just have to figure it out for yourself. Listen to me, Jack. Just because soldiers are on the same side right now doesn't mean they always will be. Having personal feelings about your comrades is one of the worst sins you can commit. Politics determine who you face on the battlefield. And politics are a living thing. They change along with the times. Yesterday's good might be tomorrow's evil.
Is that why you abandoned me?
No, it had nothing to do with you. I already told you, Jack. I was on a top secret mission. A soldier has to follow whatever orders he's given. It's not his place to question why. But you're looking for a reason to fight. You're a natural-born fighter, but you're not quite a soldier. A soldier is a political tool, nothing more. That's doubly true if he's a career soldier. Right and wrong have no place in his mission. He has no enemies and no friends. Only the mission. You follow the orders you're given. That's what being a soldier is.
I do whatever I have to get the job done. I don't think about politics.
That's not the same thing. Sooner or later, your conscience is going to bother you. In the end, you have to choose whether you're going to live as a soldier or just another man with a gun. There's a saying in the Orient, loyalty to the end. Do you know what it means?
Being patriotic.
It means devoting yourself to your country.
I follow the president and the top brass. I'm ready to die for them if necessary.
The president and the top brass won't be there forever. Once their terms are up, others will take their place.
I follow the will of the leader, no matter who's in charge.
People aren't the ones who dictate the missions.
Then who does?
The times. People's values change over time, and so do the leaders of a country. So there's no such thing as an enemy in absolute terms. The enemies we fight are only enemies in relative terms, constantly changing with the times. As long as we have loyalty to the end, there's no point in believing in anything, even in those we love.
And that's the way a soldier's supposed to think?
The only thing we can believe in with absolute certainty is the mission, Jack.
All right, but do me a favor.
What is it?
Call me Snake.
Snake. Oh, right. Your codename is Snake. It suits you well.
That's right. The legendary unit that the boss put together during World War II was a snake. The Cobra unit, a group of heroes that brought the war to an end and saved the world. As long as you've got a legendary hero backing you up, you'll be fine. Isn't that right, Snake?
Yeah, I can't think of anyone else I'd rather have with me. Oh, and one more thing, boss.
Yes?
It's good to hear your voice again.
Same here. After all, who knows if either of us will make it out alive? Snake, you are always best at urban warfare and infiltrating buildings. But this is the jungle. Survival is going to be key. Those CQC techniques I taught you are sure to come in handy.
CQC? Close quarters combat, huh? I've been in the Green Berets for the past few years. I'm probably pretty rusty.
Not to worry. I'll be here to help you remember. After all, this is your first actual survival mission. I'll be supporting you over the radio.
Where are you, boss? Next to the major?
The boss is communicating with us by radio from aboard a Permit-class submarine in the Arctic Ocean.
My frequency is 141.80. Call me if you need my advice on battle techniques.
Gotcha.
Your mission is to retrieve Dr. Sokolov. Dr. Sokolov is being held in an abandoned factory located to the north of your current position. Avoid heavy combat and don't let anyone see you. Don't forget that this is a stealth mission.
Snake, try to remember some of the basics of CQC.
Commencing virtuous mission now.
يا جماعة اتكلموا كتير جدا، بس بصراحة الكلام كان مهم. بيقول لك بقى هنا عارض البقاء، تمويه حقيبة الظهر، طعام، رسوم الخريطة. معرفش ايه حوار الاكل ده، بس تمام هو اكيد هينفعنا يعني. فالكلام ده طبعا لو ايه احتاج للاكل او الكلام ده. بيقول لك تقدر تلبس ملابس تمويهية لتندمج مع بيئتك وتخدع الاعداء بتاعتك. بس حلو والله يا شباب الكلام ده. يعني شايفين، يعني اقدر اصلا ان انا البس زي الغابه، يعني ممكن تقريبا اكن تمساح ماشي ومحدش يقدر ياخد باله. دي طبعا ميزه جامده جدا. المهم يا شباب، هي المهمه بتاعتنا ان احنا ندور على الدكتور اللي هم بيتكلموا عليه، يعني اللي هو اسمه سوكولوف تقريبا، وبيقول لك لازم تجيبه بدون اذيه، واهم حاجه في اللعبه دي هو التسلل. يقول لك اضغط تحت عشان يكون عندك نافذه الراديو المفتوحه. هي دي يا جماعه طبعا ذا بوس عفوا يا جماعه، هي دي المفروض اللي كانت المعلمه بتاعته. الكلام ده هيبان عموما. حفظ انا مش عارف ايه الفرق عموما دلوقتي يعني، بس هيبان. الرئيس توم، وطبعا ده برضو مش اسمه الحقيقي. خلونا يا جماعه على حفظ دلوقتي. الفكره كلها بس ان انا اول مره تماما ان انا العب اللعبه دي، عشان كده ممكن اكون متوتر شويه. يا نهار ابيض يا شباب. واو، كويس ان خد طلقه واحده. انتوا عارفين طبعا كويس جدا ان التماسيح يا شباب اصلا يعني في الحقيقه بيقول لك ان جلدها بيكون مضاد للرصاص. لا يا جماعه، شايفين الطينه؟ بصوا جسمي. واو يا نهار ابيض. يعني انا دلوقتي لو اتحركت من فوقيه يحصل كده. حلوه دي. هل نقدر نطلع فوق يا شباب؟ لا. كويس. انا مش عارف ليه هو بيمشي ببطء كده، بس ممكن يكون عشان الميه او الطينه اللي احنا ماشيين عليها. يقول لك هنا لو عايز اعرض المعدات كويس جدا، وهنا لو عايز يا شباب اعرض السلاح. حاجه كويسه جدا طبعا، يعني اقدر اغير السلاح براحتي. طبعا السلاح الوحيد اللي معايا زي ما انتم شايفين، انا مش عارف ده ايه بالظبط، بس بلاش منه دلوقتي. خلونا طبعا في المسدس والسكينه بتوعنا. هو ده لحد الان السلاح الوحيد اللي معايا، وده كاتم الصوت.
Major, I've spotted 2 enemy soldiers.
They're probably KGB troops sent to guard Sokolov.
AK-47s and grenades.
Snake, your presence in Soviet territory is already a violation of international law. We can't let the Kremlin find out that the CIA and the American government are involved. Contact with the enemy is strictly prohibited. Don't engage them in battle either. This is a stealth mission. Got that?
The Major is right. The point of this mission is to sneak through the jungle without being seen. The success of the mission depends on how well you use your camouflage. Change your camouflage by selecting Camouflage from the Survival Viewer. The Uniform option lets you pick your uniform, while the Face option lets you change your face paint. Choosing camouflage that blends in with your surroundings will help you conceal yourself more effectively. Also, don't forget that anything that moves will stand out in the jungle. If you just stand up and run around like an idiot, you're bound to be spotted. But if you crawl instead, you should be able to sneak by without being noticed. You can see how effective your camouflage is by looking at the Camo Index. The Camo Index shows how well your current camouflage blends in with the surrounding area. The higher the value, the harder you are to spot, and vice versa. The key is to make yourself one with nature. Keep that in mind as you go along, okay?
حلو يا جماعه. يعني الرقم اللي تحت اللي هو 45%، يعني ده بمعنى انا قد ايه ممكن يعني هم يكشفوني. طبعا كل ما الرقم يزيد يبقى صعب جدا ان هم يا جماعه يكشفوني. تعالوا بقى نروح لتمويه زيتوني داكن. ده يعني ده المفروض اللبس الموحد بتاعي، لكن طبعا هنا يعني سالب 15. لا هنقص. واحسن حاجه دلوقتي اللي هي ال 15% الورقه، وتقريبا غابه عاريه. بس بلاش غابه عاريه دي، دي صعبه جدا. خلونا يا جماعه نبقى بتاعت الورقه دي، تمام؟ لان برضو دي هتدينا شكل شويه شبه الغابه. وهنا برضه يا جماعه ممكن استخدم، بصوا، غابه هنا بدون اي حاجه، مربعات، الحاجات دي كلها اصفار. قناع يا جماعه. الكلام ده كله مش هينفع. خلونا كده ناخد شكل الغابه ده. لو جاي نرجع دلوقتي يا شباب، حقيبه الظهر زي ما هي، مش هاجي جنبها طبعا، ولكن التمويه يبقى كده يا جماعه اعلى حاجه اللي احنا اخدناها، لان زي ما انتم شايفين تبقى 10% زياده. كويس. انا قلت برضو ايه، احب اكمل كده استكشف براحتي. يا طبعا الطريقه دي افضل بكتير زي ما انتم شايفين يا جماعه. بصوا، يعني احسن حاجه ان بيكون مكتوب هنا. حلو. واو، من اولها كده، من اولها كده يا جماعه. ماشي. هي طبعا قالت لي لو انت وقفت زي الغبي هيكتشفوك. المفروض ان الرقم عالي جدا يا جماعه، والمفروض برضو ان في نفس الوقت ان احنا قتلنا اول واحد. نمشي بهدوء شويه. 40%. هما يا جماعه المفروض ان هما كانوا 2. لو دوسنا اكس ده حلو جدا، حلو جدا الكلام ده. او ده طبعا هيفيدنا للسلاح، بس المشكله يا جماعه ان انا في نفس الوقت اصلا ما اقدرش اعرف مكانهم فين. زي ما انتم شايفين الموضوع هنا بيفرق. دي تعتبر افضل تمويه انا عامله ده لحد دلوقتي يعني. يا نهار ابيض يا جماعه، انا كنت هتكشف حرفيا. كده افضل، لان الرقم الصراحه كل ما بيزيد كل ما انت تقلق اكتر. اهو وانا عمال ادور عليك من الصبح. لسه يا جماعه عددهم كبير جدا، وبصراحه مش هينفع ان انا اكون يعني ببطء كده ومتوتر يعني. طبعا ما اعرفش الكلام ده هيفيد في ايه، بس ما علينا يعني. ممكن اصلا يا جماعه اكون انا اصلا ماسكه غلط. اعتقد يا جماعه في حد تقريبا كان هيمسك دي. مكانهم فين بقى؟ هي المشكله في هنا دلوقتي. ماشي تمام.
HQ, respond. This is HQ. Patrol here. We're under enemy fire. Enemy's position is unknown. Going into alert formation. Acknowledged. Sending reinforcements. Use extra caution.
لحد دلوقتي يا جماعه مش شايفيني، بس الكلمه اللي فوق او العد اللي بيعد ده انا مش عارف هو تبع ايه. دي المشكله. ماشي كده ولا كده، كل ما الرقم يزيد اتاكد ان في يكون يعني واحد من الاعداء قريبين مني. حلو. حلو يا جماعه، انا كده فهمت. يا ولادي الايه. بصوا يا جماعه، وانا ما كنتش عارف ان هم هنا. كويس. يا جماعه يا جماعه جاي عليا. جاي عليا دلوقتي. قرب قرب. حلو. بصوا كمان يعني واحد كمان جاي، مع ان هو اصلا قال لي حاول ان انت ما تخليهمش يعني ان يكونوا في اي اثر. عموما يا جماعه اول بس ما اتاكد ان كله تمام انا هبدا اخفي الجثث دي كلها ان شاء الله. كويس. يعني انا ما اعتقدش يا شباب يعني اكتر من كده مستحيل. خلوني بقى يا جماعه اسحب واحد واحد منهم، لان طبعا دي هتكون مشكله كبيره يعني. حلو الكلام ده. امسك. معرفش ليه 25%. ده معناه يا جماعة ان لسه في جنود مكملين معانا هناك. المفروض يا جماعة ورا الشجرة اللي هناك دي. بص عمال يقع حاجات اهي. يقول لك انت اصلا يعني اتملى عندك خلاص. حلو. ماشي كده كده كنت عايز اخد منه الحاجات دي. خلونا بقى يا جماعة نرجع. هي الفكرة كلها امتى اقدر استخدم يا جماعة السلاح الناري. يعني انا تقريبا شفت الكلام ده في الاعلان بس هيبان معانا دلوقتي. كويس. في حاجات بتنفع وفي حاجات ما بتنفعش. لا كده افضل طبعا. اوه. حركة طبعا ما كانش ينفع اعملها خالص. ولكن خلونا. شكله يا جماعة خد التفكير اللي في دماغي دلوقتي. هتضرب خلية النحل. تعالوا نشوف الموضوع ده. طبعا الواحد بينسى اصلا يا جماعة يد تحكم الاكس بوكس دايما. تمام تمام مفيش مشكلة. هو المفروض اصلا ان هو ما ياخدش باله مني. قلنا يا جماعة ابقى هنا هيبقى افضل بكتير. بس كده هو ده اللي انا كنت عايزه. طبعا العد اللي بيحصل ده بيدل ان يعني بمعنى ايه يا جماعة في عدد كبير من الناس. طبعا عرض نصايح وتمويه والكلام ده كله. اعتقد يا جماعة ان في تمويه عندنا 10%. تمام كده هيبقى افضل. زي ما انتم شايفين المفروض ان هي تزيد دلوقتي كده 50%. لو جيت انزل تحت والوش نفس الكلام. اهم حاجه بس يا جماعه ان انا ما اقعش لان زي ما انتم شايفين. كويس كويس جدا. واو يا ابني. انا كنت يا جماعه يعني خلاص تركايه وكنت هنكشف. لا وفعلا ضرب عليها نار. تعال. مش عارف يا جماعه الحاجات دي بتفرق ولا لا ان انا اسيبه على العشب والاشجار زي ما انتم شايفين. بس يستحسن يعني ان انا اكون ماشي على مهلي. برضه اكيد في طريقه يعني ان انا امشي ببطء.
Major, I've reached the abandoned factory where Sokolov is supposedly being held. This place is a dump. I can't see Sokolov from here. The security is pretty tight. There are sentries posted around the perimeter. I wonder how many are inside.
Your objective, Sokolov, is inside the factory. They should be holding him in a room in the northeast section.
Northeast section. Got it.
Be careful. Your mission is to bring Sokolov back alive. He must not be exposed to any kind of danger. Do not approach Sokolov while in the alert phase.
Right.
Oh, and one more thing, Snake.
You mean there's more?
No, it's just that when you get to Sokolov, I want you to tell him something from me.
And that is?
Sorry for being so late.
Is that all?
Yes.
Understood. Beginning my approach to the target.
فعلا يا جماعة الحراس كتير جدا، بس طبعا الموضوع كله بيكون تعود. بيقول لك نحو الشجرة القريبة، بيقول لك اضغط على السطح بينما ضد السطح اصنع الضوضاء. يعني اعتقد ان هي اللي هي هتكون هنا. استنى يا جماعة اديني هجرب دلوقتي. والله عمال اجرب حاجات كتير جدا بس في نفس الوقت مش عارف. هما كانوا كتير جدا من شوية. راح فين بقى العدد ده؟ بيقولك حتى المصنع يعني الله اعلم بالعدد اللي جوه. تمام، واحد اهو. وقع يا شباب. واحد كمان وقع. واو، كنت هنكشف دلوقتي. هيخرج دلوقتي، هيخرج. البس. اوه، شافني فين ده؟ ربنا يستر. لسه يا جماعة الوقت بيعد. لسه يا جماعة، مع ان الناس قالت لي عادي جدا ان انت لو انكشفت وقلبتها كول اوف ديوتي حتى، بس الافضل ان انت تتسلل يعني. تصويب صعب جدا، صعب جدا يا جماعة، بس كويس والله، يعني مش لازم اضربه في دماغه ابدا. لسه يا جماعة. يا ابن تالي يا جماعة، ده كده كل العدد. فكرة بقى يا شباب والله في الأسلحة. أنا حتى دلوقتي باجي أجرب ماوس كيبورد دلوقتي، نفس الكلام، نفس الزرار، مفيش أي حاجة. بس أكيد هتيجي مرحلة لحد ما أبدأ أستخدم الأسلحة. بس المفروض يا جماعة إن أنا جهاز الصوت ده يساعدني، بعد كده ممكن أستخدمه. خلونا بقى إيه عشان نبقى بهدوء شوية. طبعا ولا اي حاجة، هو مصنع شكله غريب اصلا. لا مفيش حد هنا يا جماعة. انا اعتقد ان المجموعة كلها خرجت لي دلوقتي.
You must be Sokolov.
Are you one of Volgin's men? You'll never get it from me.
No. I'm a CIA agent. I've come to escort you back to the other side of the Iron Curtain.
You're CIA?
Yeah. I was sent by Major Zero, the man who got you out 2 years ago.
Zero?
I have a message from him.
What is it?
He said to tell you sorry for being so late.
Did he now?
What does it mean?
It means he's a man of his word. But we've got no time for this. You have to get me out of here before they arrive.
Who's they?
Colonel Volgin of GRU. You in the West know him as Thunderbolt.
Thunderbolt? Never heard of him.
He's a member of the Army's extremist faction, a man who seeks to seize control of the motherland. Ever since the Cuban Missile Crisis 2 years ago, Khrushchev has been pursuing a policy of peaceful coexistence with the West. Despite resistance and criticism from hawks in the army and the provincial authorities, Khrushchev has managed to suppress the opposition so far. But the failure of his agricultural policies has put him in a precarious position. And on top of that, the tragedy last November.
President Kennedy's assassination.
Precisely. In a sense, Khrushchev has lost his biggest partner, and his power base is rapidly crumbling away. A certain group is plotting to use this opportunity to seize power by rallying the anti-government forces, overthrowing Khrushchev, and installing Brezhnev and Kosygin in his place. The mastermind behind this plot is Colonel Volgin of the GRU. He has control over another secret weapons research facility much like this one, OKB-812, known as the Granin Design Bureau, and is using it to further his plans. But that is not enough to satisfy him. Now he's plotting to seize the secret weapon I have been developing here and use it as leverage in his bid for power. The intelligence says that they are going to make their move during the test.
Then, the soldiers outside.
Exactly. They wouldn't need that many men just to keep me inside. Their orders were to prevent Colonel Volgin from capturing me. Even if it meant killing me in the process, or so it would seem. Volgin will come, I'm sure of it. You must get me out of here before then.
Leave it to me.
By the way, your Russian is superb. Where did you learn to speak it?
From my mentor.
Is that so? America's truly a frightening country.
Having second thoughts?
No. I have no love for this place. Let's go.
Major, this is Snake. Sokolov is safe with me. He's doing fine. No injuries.
Good work, Snake. Now hurry up and get Sokolov to the recovery point. We'll rendezvous with you there.
Roger.
What about the sentries?
I managed to get past them.
I see.
What about the boss?
We lost contact with the boss some time ago.
What happened?
It's probably just a weak signal. Just hurry and get Sokolov out of there.
please.
So this is the legendary boss.
Huh?
Huh? We meet at last.
You're from the Ocelot unit of Spetsnaz. What's a crew soldier doing here?
Soldier?
He's the Ocelot commander.
Ha! That's Major Ocelot to you. Don't you forget it.
Sokolov is ours. Now get out of here.
And Ocelot never lets his prey escape.
What?
I can't say it feels good to kill a comrade, even if it is for the GRU.
Sokolov, take cover.
Huh. Huh. You're not the boss, are you? What is that stance? Huh. That gun. If you're not the boss, then die.
Major! Leave it! Shoot the other one!
ejected the first bullet by hand, didn't you? I see what you were trying to do, but testing a technique you've only heard about in the middle of battle wasn't very smart. You were asking to have your gun jam on you. Besides, I don't think you're cut out for an automatic in the first place. You tend to twist your elbow to absorb the recoil. That's more of a revolver technique.
You filthy American dog!
But that was some fancy shooting. You're pretty good.
Pretty good.
Major, do you read me?
I read you. Snake, you all right?
I've run into a few snags. These guys were after Sokolov too. Apparently they were taking orders from a GRU colonel named Volgan.
A GRU colonel?
Part of an internal Soviet power struggle, according to Sokolov. Something between the KGB and GRU. Between Khrushchev's supporters and Volgan's.
Sokolov was being guarded by the KGB and hunted by GRU? Snake, it sounds like this could be even hotter than Cuba.
I don't like it. Something about the whole thing stinks.
I agree. You'd better hurry.
Sokolov ran off by himself, but I'll catch up to him.
We're counting on you.